First, we're going to open up Google Maps. I happen to know of a good location that I want to use. And so here we go. Street view. Not long ago, this little area here was in a fire and they brought down what was there. And I had a client, I did a project here, and they don't mind me using this for an example. So, first thing I do is I do a print screen and I capture this property. And then I open up Photoshop. File new. Paste to clipboard. Create it. Pasted. All right. So then I just simply generative fill, generate. And I'm going to do this a few times. Just get rid of the generative fill, generate. This fill, generate. My mouse is, there we go, stuck. When that's done, I'll have a cleaned up, you can't tell it's street view. All right, I'm going to just flatten the whole thing. All right, so now I'm going to do this. Actually, I'm going to do the whole thing. That way there's no odd little line. Sometimes they'll leave a little line here. So if I go to generative fill, but this time I'm changing it over to Banana Pro. And I want to say, remove the cars. Actually, I want to say vehicles. So any trucks or anything, it'll get rid of them. I've done that where it's, you know, I said remove the cars and it left trucks and FedEx trucks and things. And there we go. And it changed it a little. What we had before, what we have now. All right. So now what I do is I create a new layer and I just create a box. Now I'm going to want a 2-story. So there's my 1-story, 2-story. And I want to match the angle of everything. It's, you know, I don't do perfect. They come down here, and then I'm going to edit, fill with some gray. All right, and now I'm just going to flatten it again. Didn't need that, but I like doing that. And so now I'm going to select it all again. I'm going to go generative fill. I'm still in Banana Pro. And I'm going to tell it I want a 2-story clothing store. I'm going to say modern clothing store. where the gray box is located. Generate. Look at that. Nice, huh? So little effort. Now, I wouldn't say that this would be a final product, but I get this a lot. Clients come to me and they say, I have a meeting tomorrow. I'm meeting with such and such. Can you give me something, anything? And the answer now is, yeah, I can. I can give you this. And it's pretty good. Now, if you wanted to do a fly through and all that, you know, you can animate this a little, but you couldn't like fly in the doors and all that. Or not easily. My God, it, you know, you might as well build it in 3D at that point. But so easy. Now, something else I like to do is, let's go back, select all, and generative fill. I'm still back on Google. And so now, let's add back in, add cars, pedestrians, bicyclists. All right, and then generate. Yeah, right? Crazy, right? And let's do this. Here's another level. This will blow your mind as well. Generative fill. We're still using Nano Banana Pro. Change to a night scene. Yeah. So, yeah. Simple renderings that you need for a meeting. Yeah, we could do that. Again, there's still, you know, if it gets beyond that first meeting, you can still do the fly through. You can still, you know, do all the fancy bells and whistles, but getting you in the door, this is the way to go. You know, for a quick, easy, you know, we did this together today just now. So let's back up, back to day, and let's try one more thing. Let's select all, and let's do generative fill. Still, let's remain in Nano Banana Pro. Quick note, the Firefly, which is Adobe, is really good at, I don't know, being a healing brush or fixing things. If there's a crack in the pavement you don't like, use that. But if you're going to make big creative changes, Nano Banana Pro is the way to go. It's the thing. So let's try this. Change camera angle. If I can spell angle. You know what? I'm just gonna hit that. I'm curious. I didn't give it very much direction. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And let's do it again. Let's select all. Generative fill. We're still on Google. We're still on the Banana Pro. And move camera down the street, but still pointed at the property. I wonder if we can figure out those directions. Yeah, very nice. So you can see that there's a lot of possibility here with Nano Banana Pro and Photoshop, and you can get amazing results.